Do you know that the average person wastes around 30 to 40% of the groceries that they buy? I used to be a part of that stat as well, but since I have started meal planning and using my strategy to do so, I have saved up on a lot of money and started wasting much less food. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through my exact meal planning strategy so that you can make your life a little easier and your meals a little more intentional. If you find this interesting, hit that subscribe button and let's dive right in. So, the first thing that I always do before I even think of meals or shopping is checking what I already have: the freezer, fridge, pantry, and any snacks that I already have. Because honestly, it's way easy to forget about it, and then you're gonna find some wilted spinach or some rotten veggies, and that's not a great feeling. Because honestly, it's way too easy to forget what's sitting there. And then you're just going to rebuy it and find that you have some spinach left over, which is now wilted, and you just have a bunch of food that you now need to throw away, and the guilt of it is real. So, what I do is I quickly scan the fridge and note down all the ingredients or all the stuff I have in a notes app, and then I'm ready to go. Once I have a rough idea of what ingredients I have, I use tools like ChatGPT or Claude to tell me what all I can make. With that though, I firstly tend to, note down my dietary preferences and also things that I like to eat, because while ChatGPT can suggest some fun recipes, I don't have the time to put all that energy into creating any complicated meals, which I know I might or might not like. So I go with the option of, what I exactly love eating. Plus, I create food content, so I generally have a library of, recipes lying around from either me or a different content creator, and I can just use that recipe as my guidance. For example, in ChatGPT, I put in that I have tofu, I have udon noodles, and I have some bell peppers, and it suggested like a tofu noodle stir fry. But then I looked into Rainbow Plant Life's peanut butter udon noodles, and that sounded just way more interesting and fun to make and super easy as well. So I ended up going with that recipe. Long story short, it basically depends on what your preference is and what you like to eat. And sometimes I have the recipes that I know I've made before and I have the ingredients for it, but I just tend to not organize my thoughts well. So, ChatGPT or Claude or any AI tool will really help you organize those thoughts into a cohesive recipe. For example, I had frozen spinach, I had paneer lying around, and I had just one tomato. And I didn't think of palak paneer. But you know who did? You guessed it right. It's ChatGPT. And that's how I came up with palak paneer for my dinner as well. So, moving on, after that, I make a grocery list, but not a full on like meals from scratch kind of list. I used to do that. Plan all the meals first and then get a grocery list and then go to the store and then buy all the stuff. But then I ended up buying in bulk and I didn't realize that I didn't need all of it. So, what I end up doing is now I only shop for what I call filler ingredients. These are basically just the things I need to fill in the gaps for me to make a meal. So, the key takeaway here is the lesser the filler ingredients you have to buy, the lesser money you're going to spend, and the lesser there is food to waste. So, it's a win win situation. Here's the thing: I don't plan meals by day, I just plan dinners. On Sundays, I will batch cook and freeze the portions. This way, I'm set to not cook for the week at all. I just pull up the meal that I want and thaw it overnight and then just carry it with me to my work, and then that can be my lunch as well. So, what I do is I just roll the previous night's dinner into my next day's lunch, and that works for me very well. Honestly, I eat the same dinner for lunch because that works for me, as I mentioned, and it saves me both time and effort. Right now, I'm in the season where the work is kind of tense and it's really hot outside. So I don't feel like eating something really heavy. So I still batch cook dinners on Sundays, but on for my breakfast and my lunch, I have been making berry yogurt bowls and avocado toasts, and that's because I really love eating those two things and I'm never bored of those. So, what I'm essentially trying to say here is meal prep doesn't have to look the same way every single week. And most importantly, you need to make food that you genuinely love and will never find boring. So the bottom line here is it just has to work for you. So yeah, that's how I plan without over planning. I just work with what I have and then just fill in the blanks. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below what ideas of meal prepping you have. I will definitely make a video on how I use AI and what prompts I give, and I'll definitely link a template for my AI prompts to help you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.